Good afternoon. Welcome to another edition of Phil's Custom Wheels. Today we're going to be sharing some lowrider information for you. A lot of you Hot Wheel collectors and 164 customizers are fully familiar with the Revell series of hydraulicable lowriders they had out. Okay, I've been collecting these lowriders since 1996. One of the things we've always noticed about these, they have several different positions, as indicated in the back here. You see we've got the Cadillac sitting on 3 wheels here. Okay, and then we have 2 rim variations here. There's the 13-inch rims on Caddy number 1 here, and then we've got the 15 to 16-inch rims on Caddy number 2. Size of the wheel makes a lot difference on how high or low your car is. Now, part of the secret to getting them a little lower than they're naturally positioned to be is understanding how the hydraulic system works. So we're going to take this guy right here and turn it upside down. It's in the raised position for illustration. Now you see in the front, when it's dropped, that's about as far as it'll go. All of the axles are positioned so that they can go in and out and up and down. The key to slamming them down, you got to go inside, take everything apart, and you take this piece right here, turn it upside down, and put it back together. One thing I have done with trial and error is learn not all of them have the same height. So, you can't slam them all the way on a few models. There's some where the positioning will not make a difference at all. Alright, we'll just take this 61 here, for example. Alright, you notice how on the rear, it is literally laying on the ground, but still elevated enough to roll. Okay, so my 64 project that I'm working on right now, this is a flea market find from Florida. But I'm going to go ahead and take this apart for you here. We'll go ahead and raise it up. Okay, so first thing that has to take place, this plate must be removed. You got to go under it and make sure you pop it so you do not break that piece, because you got to put this back on. There's 3 knots that hold it in position. So once you pull that off, you will be exposed to the little pin that holds it all in place. Take it off, flip it over, and put it back on. Here's what ends up happening. The wheels are now reversed, so the lowest end is in. So just using the chassis alone, that's in the high position. I'm going to push it down also. Alright, now it's slammed all the way down. Of course, to compensate for that, you may have to do a little cutting in some instances. Here, we just remove the top of the fender, so when it's all the way down, the wheel doesn't rub on the fender and lock the wheels in position. I also cut out all the excess around the rear end as well. So the end result, when you have them all put back together, your car stance will sit lower. So we're just going to go ahead and mock this up. This is a 64 that's in progress. You know, we be hitting them corners and them low-lows. That's how we did in Santa Ana, California, capital of low riding. We started it. All right, so I don't have this screwed together. It's just there to illustrate. Now, do you see how much lower to the ground that is now? And that is how you adjust the suspension on a Revell Lowrider. Okay, so that baby is sitting pretty low. Now, I did a 58 Impala. All right, this one has been flipped. I only did the back and not the front so that you can see the natural stance. Much lower in the back. Again, all we did was take the suspension off, turn it upside down, and put it back on. Alright, so that beautiful caddy you see sitting in the back, we're going to do this one and slam it low style. So, here's what's going to happen. We are going to go inside. I tell you what, having those hydraulics painted really is great for the illustration. So we're going to take it all apart, go inside, take that plate off I told you about, remove it from here, and we're going to turn this whole axle over so that the low end is sitting on the other end. That's going to lower it a whole nother inch. So by the time I'm done with this bad boy here, it will go an additional, it'll actually lay all the way on the ground. Now this is the lowest position that you can get these guys in naturally. So my 61, boom, he's been done. Do you see how that bad boy is all the way on the ground?